Jupiter in MOKSHA Trikona, 4th, 8th, and 12th house. So, friends, by default, Jupiter is a planet of wisdom, of spirituality, learnings, teaching, astrology, children, philosophy, administration, and fortune. So, when we consider Moksha Trikona houses, 4th, 8th, and 12th, 12th again in the Kal Purush, 12th being the Pisces sign, that's Jupiter's sign, there are very good chances of Jupiter giving a very good knowledge, and the other thing is a very righteous way of giving the knowledge, unless afflicted by different planets and that to a high extent. So, in the fourth house, here, fourth house signifies your mind, your house, the domestic environment, mother. So, in fourth house, Jupiter expands your deep wisdom, also the emotional abundance, good morals, and those things which are acquired through inheritance. Like someone who has very good habits, who is very honest, very disciplined in life, those things he has acquired through inheritance from parents. Also, inner peace, and someone probably who has a large family or large house. So, overall, a very positive domestic environment. Now, how it gives a platform towards the liberation or the 12th house is that fourth house, when you have a very good environment to perform the spiritual austerities, then by default it becomes a good way of making a living on a right path, also a good way of enhancing your wisdom. Now in the eighth house of transformation. So here Jupiter makes one an occultist, healer, also someone who is able to handle complex financial profiles, get gains through inheritance. Also in his life, whenever there is a Jupiter dasha, or if one is not born in the dasha of Jupiter but just is going to face even antardashas, then also a good deal of spiritual transformation is invited during those times. And on the downside, since Jupiter also expands, and if afflicted, it can give chronic diseases, mostly for the stomach or below the stomach related diseases, digestive, liver, such things. Now, how you are going to utilize this is through the deep knowledge. The fourth, well, fourth is all about how you behave, how you perform the deeds, how you go to temple and all those things. But eighth is more about going deep into the things. So you don't just read the scriptures, but you try to learn it more. You try to go in the depth and find out the things. That's what Jupiter does here. Also, since it aspects second house of speech, that also gives one a platform of, let's say, someone who is into public speaking or who preaches, who can impart his wisdom, or someone who is an astrologer. Now, 12th house. So in the Kalpurush also, Kalpurush Kundli, the 12th sign is Jupiter's sign. So when Jupiter is in 12th, again it gives one spirituality. Also, person can be into counseling or consulting fields, into medical field, can be natural healer, has divine blessings. And also, if malefic, there can be a leakage of your wealth. Like no matter what you earn, there's always expenditure, and that keeps on growing. Now it's these are the kind of expenditures that once a person does, maybe on religious things, or maybe on elders, or maybe for good deeds, or even for hospitalization, but somehow not able to accumulate. But in other sense, it's still a good placement in the 12th. And this way, the 4th, 8th, and 12th, Jupiter overall is considered well placed and gives one a wisdom and spiritual path. You're watching the Jupiter retrograde channel. Thanks for watching.